So I'm in a unique position with one foot in filmmaking and the other in social media content creation. And over the last 5 years, where my feet land is getting closer and closer together. I'm making this video to share 3 reasons why I think that could be a good thing for you and for me. By the end of this video, I hope you realize what you're capable of. I'm here to publicly commit myself to making a feature film in 2025. Something that I write, I direct, and I used to collaborate with my friends in order to share humor, life, and meaning with the world. So this is me actively forgetting about any excuses, because we have to remember that bad art that's made is better than good art that's not made at all. Perfectionism usually means nothing happens, but trying gets you closer to actual progress. For me, it's filmmaking, and a whole lot of things in the film industry are changing right now. Not all of it's for the better, but not all of it is for the worst. 20 or even 10 years ago, the challenge to make a movie was a pretty far reach. Now, all we need to make a movie is in our pocket. Remember when Zack Snyder, the director behind 300, Man of Steel, Justice League, made a short film that he shot all on an iPhone? I don't think that cinema cameras are going away. I do think that the tools we're seeing used by the high school student in media production class and the tools used by industry-leading filmmakers are becoming more and more similar in their capabilities. But what does this mean for you? I think it means the difference between who you are today and the filmmaker you want to become is a hill to climb that is becoming less and less steep. It is so much more achievable. Realizing this for myself, I had to ask the same question. What the heck am I gonna do about it? To become who I've never been, I'll have to do what I've never done. I've said similar things before, and although environment isn't everything, it sure is important. The first part of my environment is my body. I want to take care of it, feel good in it, be put together. It'll be one more leg of support I can use to build my confidence, to make better decisions as a writer, as a director, and just generally as a person. So I'm gonna have to get more disciplined. I'm not the type of person that's good with spreadsheets, but I'm gonna have to get used to organization. I'm not all that good with schedules, but I'll have to learn. I'm not very confident in delegating tasks and trusting others with my vision, but I'll need to practice. It's time for me to change. I do believe there's a time to wait for opportunities, but I also believe there's a time to make them. Listen to any successful filmmaker giving advice to new filmmakers.
Make films, no matter what anybody says, and you'll be a filmmaker. Make a movie every week, write every night, and every weekend shoot for 2 days. Shoot a little scene, work with the actors, and get a response from the audience and see where it's slow and where it doesn't work and where your ideas weren't being communicated properly. Then go out and make another picture the next weekend, and just keep doing it.
It's not always about waiting for the right script to come along. Sometimes it's about writing it yourself. Remember Christopher Nolan? Before he made his first feature film, he said that he really wanted to direct, but was rejected from film school.
Just to be clear, I didn't go to film school because I couldn't get into film school.
Was borrowing a camera.
The peak of what I was able to do on my own or just with friends, just using our own resources, borrowing equipment, sort of using the things around us to make a film.
Well then, I actually have no excuse. Lastly, it's so simple but so true. Live without regrets. Better to have an oh well than a what if. I'm in my 30s. I'm still young, but I'm also definitely not getting any younger. The thing is, if I don't start making changes now while it's relatively easy, it's only gonna get more difficult as time goes on. Not impossible, of course. I just happen to be the season of life where everything that I've experienced and learned in the last 15 years of being behind the camera is culminating to a series of opportunities that I can't ignore anymore. Alright, final thought. An apple tree. In one instance, an apple tree might be lush and bursting with fruit on its branches, and another scenario, it might be a small shrub with just a few leaves. They're both apple trees. They're just at different stages of growth. I hope you know that that applies to you and also to me, and anyone who has a goal in life. Before he was the iconic filmmaker we all know, Quentin Tarantino was just another aspiring actor working at a video rental store. He was always Quentin Tarantino, but he just kept going, and he kept growing. That's my plan. And I hope the same goes for you.